Hi, Brooklyn. How are you? Well, I just got off a Zoom call with my students, and it's been really different not having them in the classroom because you see so much in their face when you're teaching, if they're understanding, and you have such a deeper relationship that way. So you're gonna have different types of parallelograms. Here's one that looks a little more like a square. So I wanted to do the call, first of all, to be able to explain the things in the lesson that they might not have understood. And second of all, to see their faces because it's so much more fun. And third, because I miss them. The mood at the school is very happy. We love each other here. It's a big family. So when we see each other in the halls, it's really exciting. I think when all of this is said and done, our students will have a deeper gratitude for school and for each other. And so I think that they will appreciate more what they have in person rather than wishing school away. They will be grateful for what they have while they're here.
So going back to Governor Herbert's press conference, it was a difficult day because I think everybody was on edge. And I think when you see the anxiety in your leaders, it kind of gives you a red flag. It's like your spidey sense goes off kind of saying, you need to be ready because something big is going to happen. I think when I found out that the schools were going to do a soft close, my first thought was, I wasn't surprised, but at the same point in time, I was also really worried and concerned for my students because, it's hard to build a relationship with a student when they're not present. And one of my first thoughts was, so if my students aren't present for me and I'm not present for them, how is this going to affect our relationship? Because the last thing I want this to do is to affect our relationship in a negative way. I think for the prep, one of the big things that I also worried about was not just did the students totally know what they needed to do, but also my colleagues as well. I had a number of colleagues reach out either through text or email, come find me, I want to try this thing, can you help me out with it? And I spent a lot of time helping them to the point where I didn't feel like I was maybe as prepped for my students, but I also kind of thought, if I'm getting them ready and maybe they're not quite there yet, I can take that time and help out. Students need a block of time. They need to sit down and they need to do their schoolwork as if they were here. Thankfully here in Davis, we're also providing meals and devices for the students that I think is just huge.
Our roots with digital learning go way back, and devices for students, that's not a new idea for us. As of a couple of days ago, we had 16,041 devices that at a minimum that had been checked out and sent home with this last round, and that happened in 3 days. We know that our teachers are outstanding and they reach most students, but then we have our support staff in schools, and their purpose has always been, let's go find the ones that need the extra support and let's find the support that they need and get it to them.
It's really only been a week, but it's been a tremendous week of growth for everyone in our system, for our school leadership, for our school teachers, for our parents, for our kids. It's been a tremendous growth of learning and experimenting and innovating in the last week, and we're only going to get better.
There has never been a generation of students more prepared to take on this challenge of remote learning than the ones we currently have. And the students have been really, really receptive. They check Canvas, they know exactly where to go, they've been trained, and they've been getting stuff done. And when I ask and I check in with my students on a Zoom meeting, and I ask them, hey, how's it going? What can I help you with? A lot of the students right now say, hey, we have the school part taken care of. We just need a place to come and talk. We need to feel some sort of sense of normal, whether it's with a teacher or just seeing some of our friends on a screen, that normally I would see in the classroom, and I can pick up my phone, but this feels like a normal classroom setting again. It feels good.